Hello everyone and welcome back to Stronghold Definitive Edition, where we need to make our escape from Snake Island. Having fought a rearguard action against the snake, we are going to escape via Sir Longarm ships, but they aren't here yet, and so we need to buy ourselves some time. And unfortunately, in this mission, we do not get ourselves a market, so that's something we're going to have to really struggle with, because it means we can't buy wood, we can't buy stone. We're going to need a lot of woodcutters, and I mean like a ridiculous amount, because all the trees are absolutely miles away. All the trees are over here, and that's going to be in the way where people will get attacked. We're also going to put down like 3 more hovels straight away. There's a lot we need to do. There's a lot we need to do straight away for sure. We'll put down an armory right here, and we also need to get some food down. We also can't produce any wheat here, which is really upsetting, but hey ho. We also need to get our crossbowmen up here to protect our stone, because our stone is going to be imperative, given that we are not able to kind of recruit any, or we're not able to kind of buy things. We've got to do our best with the resources that we have. And there's only going to be so much we can do. But we're going to kind of put down as many dairy farms as possible. And we will also put down a couple of Fletcher's workshops pretty soon as well. Put down 2 there. Now, one of the problems with this Fletcher's workshop is they're going to really struggle for wood, just because of the nature of... I'm just going to go to this dairy farm here. They're actually going to struggle for wood considerably, because the woodcutters have to go such a long way to get the wood. That's kind of a problem. I'm also going to get 2 more ox tethers down here, because we're going to need our stone to protect our walls as soon as possible, really. We will get down a kind of... let's get these guys on aggressive stance. These guys as well. But we're going to need to get down a lot more economy yet. So I'm actually going to delete this wooden wall, because it's not going to serve any purpose going forward. And it's a bit inefficient with the space. Arguably I could have been a bit more efficient with those woodcutters, but so be it. But I want to ensure there's always enough wood for the Fletchers to keep making crossbows. That's important. And we will also need to get down a tanner's workshop, so we'll put one down right away. You can go there. We only need 1, because there's always gonna we're always gonna have cows. We're always gonna have cows. We're not always gonna have everything else. So it's important as best possible that we focus on the Fletchers more than the tanner's workshop, I would say. But now we're out of wood, so they can't produce any more, and we have no way of getting any more at the moment, because we don't have any wood and we have no market. So this is one of the problems that turns up in this one. We can go for some apple orchards and some hunters posts, which we may well do, but the hunters posts again only good if we can trap the deer inside the walls, then that'd be worthwhile. But if the deer's outside the walls, then it's going to become a bit more troublesome. So we're not going to focus on that for the time being. So we'll tend to have small excursions over this side and bigger armies coming up from the north. So that's something we're going to have to deal with. But for the moment, we really can't do anything until we get more wood. And that is important that we get some more wood. Food stocks are dwindling because we've bought a whole bunch. We've kind of got a whole bunch of people down, but so we can also get troops down. And our woodcutters, some of them have got 1 or 2 logs now. I believe it's 3 logs that they need to get, and then they cut it, and then they can bring it out to be collected. So at the moment, still not a huge amount of food. We will get some apple orchards down, just so there's the ability to have multiple food sources. But unfortunately, you can't build apple orchards up here. You can only build them down on the flat ground, so we'll put them on the beach, which arguably feels weird to put apple trees or apple orchards on a sandy beach. But it seems to work more than putting it down here, because down here is just too close to the enemy for the most part. We'll also need to get barracks down, but for that we need more stone, which is why I've kind of upped the amount of ox tethers that we have. Eventually we want to get a few more quarries down so we have a bunch more stone, but for the time being we're just going to have to deal with the economy that we have. There's really not much we can do for the time being. Let's get the timer on so we know how much longer we have to go. 3 months of food left. Probably the next initial wood that we get will have to go towards some more food production, just because our food production is rather low at the moment. I might have been slightly enthusiastic with my woodcutters' huts, but once they come in we'll get a bunch more wood and we can use that effectively. I will just do some low taxes, just get some extra money while we can before we inevitably can't any more. And as you can see, even one leather tanner will do pretty well at supporting the amount of things that we can in terms of armour and weapons and troops. But of course we have a lot of idle villagers at the moment because we have no wood, and the wood is such a long way away that it's not great. But at least some of our woodcutters are now starting to chop wood. But this is why I invested in a lot of woodcutters, because we just need some. We need a lot of wood, and I will actually invest probably in more woodcutters going forward. But I need to focus on food first. We're actually going to go down to half rations momentarily.
Our granary stocks are growing.
People are not going to be too happy, but needs must. Until we get our food stocks back up and running, that's all we can really manage.
A small group of the snake soldiers are heading to the castle.
Small groups of snake soldiers are coming. That's fine. Once we get some stone down, oh, they're going to steal some wood. Once we get some stone, we can build our barracks and we can get some more troops down. But I have to focus on the food economy first because it's in pretty dire shape at the moment. So let's get some more dairy farms down wherever we can. Cheese is going to be our main food source for sure. We do also have one iron mine over here, but he often dies, so I'm not really going to focus on him for the most part. Let's get another dairy farm down because we do have more wood now coming in, and I'm actually going to get a few more woodcutters as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I want to leave enough wood for our fletchers to be able to actually produce some. But what we can do, we've got 24 wood, so what we'll do, where we can, we'll get some apple orchards down. It's a bit problematic in terms of spacing. But we can get about, I think we can get 5 down. Yeah, we can get 5 apple orchards down, which is better than nothing. And it does provide us a secondary food source, which is not a bad thing at all. So, snake troops attacking, they'll go after our quarries as normal. You guys need to be on aggressive, please. So actually go and attack and save our stone. Thankfully we've got 2 stone chaps moving forward now. And look how many, we've got an absolute army of woodcutters going down. And some of the woodcutters are still producing wood here, which is good. But it's going to take them a long time to get some more wood back, so we've got to use the remaining wood that we have carefully. I'm actually going to get a 3rd Fletcher's workshop down. It's going to go here. And that one is going to produce bows, so we're going to have 1 bow Fletcher and 2 crossbow Fletchers for the time being. We will also get a few hunters posts down. Will we? They're not. The problem is if the deer are far away, if we can trap the deer in with walls, then the hunter's post will be worth it. But at the moment I'm not sure. But you know what? We can get a couple down. We'll put a few back here behind the castle. Castle? But I need to save a little bit of wood for the Fletcher, because at the moment the woodcutters are kind of far away. And we've only got 5 wood left, and we have no ability to get more.
People are leaving.
Oh, people are leaving the city, that's a problem. Let's up the food rations back up. And let's put the taxes back up. Because we don't want people to leave their jobs for sure. Because at the moment, so yeah, people will leave the city. So we're actually going to just try to get popularity back up. Here, have a large bribe momentarily.
You are spoiling us, my lord.
Just to ensure we get people back in the city so the jobs are all working. We'll make the money back in the long run. But all the Fletchers are leaving, all the really important jobs people are leaving. And we don't want that to happen for sure. So we just need to get people back inside the city for sure. But without wood, there's not much we can do. But these woodcutters at the back seem to be doing okay now. Okay, we can now go back to normal taxes. 4 months of food is still not a lot for sure. How are we doing on stone? 15. That should be enough to start building some walls across. It's going to come from here, like thus. And then we'll kind of build across here as well. Not that we have enough stone at the moment. It's going to slow down our woodcutters a little bit because we're going to have to go around a long way. We might even just destroy them. We'll give them a spot in the wall. Because that way they can get through that a little bit quicker. And we'll fill that. We'll fill that up later. But I'd love to get some deer trapped inside the walls as well. There's 4 different patches. The real problem is our wood production because they're just so far away. The trees are so far away from everything else,
Stocks are dwindling, my liege.
and that's going to be a real problem for us. We will pretty much max out our space on dairy farms. Right now, the only thing we have in our stockpile is iron, which is not very good.
Stocks are dwindling, my liege.
We may well have to. Lord Ben. Unremarkable and ignored.
Sentiment is
Wonderful.
warm towards you, my liege. Our granary stocks are growing, sire.
The meat is actually producing a little bit, which is good. We just need some more wood so I can get some more dairy farms down. The dairy farms are going to be imperative. Oh, you know what I should have done with my stone? I should have got a barracks down. That would have been the better use of the stone, really. But we've got more stone coming in. What I might do, I can't remember, if I demolish this, do I get the stone back? I do, good. So we'll demolish some of that, so we get enough stone to get down the barracks, because then we can get down some troops, and that's probably a more important thing to do than getting some walls down, at least initially, until things are sorted, because we get some more archers, some more crossbows. It's going to be worthwhile. Once we've got what we need, we will of course up our quarry count, but for the moment we've got to focus on our food production, although it does seem to be stabilising somewhat for the time being. Cool, we can get barracks down now. Barracks can go just down here, and hopefully pretty soon we'll get some wood up, which will be useful. We're going to set the archer assembly point and the crossbow assembly point to here, but we need some more peasants, but we can't do so as we don't have another hovel. So we're going to have to make these troops one at a time, which is obviously not ideal, but it's going to have to work. But we've got a woodcutter arriving now, which is excellent. And so once that wood arrives, we'll get a hovel down. We can get a hovel down there, excellent. And these initial attacks from the snake are not too bad, but I don't really know how this mission scales up. I've only played the first few minutes just to get an understanding, so I'm not a complete idiot when it comes to actually trying to keep myself alive. They might end up destroying a lot of our stone stuff here, which is not perfect. But again, not much we can do about it. Can get macemen eventually, and we will do so once we have enough iron to justify building a blacksmith. But at the moment, that's not really of concern. Let's get some more archers down, or some more crossbowmen, I should say. I don't mind if they kill the cows, I just don't want them to destroy the quarry, because the quarries are expensive. But also get me down some... You guys taking them out. We will get a couple of spearmen down, because that will hopefully buy us some time. You guys really should be shooting someone. Don't know why you're going all the way up there first. Yeah, we should be okay. Give me some more spearmen just to deal with these chaps here. We might need his lordship to get involved. Although the lumberjacks will do a decent job as well. As so will the archers, but they're running away now, which is good. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit tougher first, but we should manage going forward, and we can now get more of this wall down, which is also useful. Let's do this. We'll leave a gap for them to get through until we have enough stone to kind of manage. Okay, we've got a bit more wood now. I think we can get another few... We can get like 2 more dairy farms, I think. We just need to ensure we always have enough wood. So that's something I'm trying to be aware of. Those deer are coming inside the walls, which is pretty excellent. Although I think they can always go out through the gates, because we will get gates down eventually. So that's something we've got to bear in mind as well. How are we doing for wood? Only 18. But I can see a lot of woodcutters getting ready with their stock, which is good.
Our food stocks are dwindling.
Food stocks are still dwindling, but my hope is we'll manage soon. The apples aren't going to produce that much for us, but it's an additional amount that we wouldn't have had before. Cheese will be our main source of kind of food going forward. Let's get some more crossbowmen down. And some archers as well. It's always good to have, I think, one archer Fletcher as well, making bows. Of course, nowhere good as crossbowmen, but having the ability to make some units which don't require the leather armour is pretty useful, and spearmen are just kind of terrible in every sense of the word, so that's why. I will get a pole turner down eventually, but pole turners require wood, which I'm not thrilled by. Like I said, we might actually be better going for more ironworks, because the ironworks tend to stay very safe, but he's just very, very far away. But we've got bigger priorities at the moment to deal with. So some more crossbowmen and some more archers down, and the rest of the spearmen as well. That's fine. Spearmen will be here as our melee troops. And once we have enough stone down, we'll get a gate, and that will be this initial wall done, although of course we'll protect it more as time goes on. And we also need to put down a tower over here to deal with any attacks coming from the north, and they will do, and they will come with siege. So that's really where we'll be putting the majority of our crossbowmen will be on the western flank, whereas our archers will look after the eastern flank. At least in principle, perhaps. I think we can afford to get another dairy farm down. We just need to get as much food production down as possible. Excuse me, small child, you must move out of the way, thank you. How much stone up to now? 20, which means we can get a gatehouse down. Wonderful. And it can go there, that's fine. Because then it's close for our ox tethers, our cattle carrying stone, to get through, which is useful. Any more stone that we get, we're going to focus on a new tower over the other side. We will get another quarry down. In fact, I think we can get a new quarry down now. We have some spare wood. Put down a quarry there. And we'll also put down 3 more ox tethers, if we have the workers to do so, which we almost certainly don't. So we'll get another hovel down. And hovels we can put kind of up here where there's not much useful space. We're doing okay. We're starting to get some wood now, but we still need to be careful to not use too much of it too quickly. We will also try to get a chapel down at some point too. We don't need to tax that much, but we can tax a little bit. Just so we have some money going forward for our troops. And we will get a second leather tanner down, my apologies. Just so we can get this ready. This leather tanner can live over here. Snake troops attacking. They're attacking from the bottom. That's not a problem. Since how much stone do we have now? Do I have enough for a tower? It doesn't need to be a huge tower. Defensive turret. Excellent. It's going to go as far as possible over that side. And as soon as we have some more stone, that will be for the stairs to get up. But there's only archers, pikemen and spearmen over here, so it's never too bad. We just don't want the quarries to go down, that's the main thing. The quarries are going to be vital for us. Snake troops are now attacking the other side, which is now a problem. We're going to have to find a way to deal with them. They're going to deal with all our lumberjacks over there. The crossbowmen are going to have to come over here. And the spearmen... Okay, open the gate, please. These spearmen are going to have to go deal with these chaps here, because they're going to destroy our land, all our quarries otherwise. But we've got to focus on the northern flank now, unfortunately. And our archers are just going to have to do the job there. These crossbowmen need to come over here, and there's currently no way for these guys to get into the tower. Because we don't have enough stone for the stairs. Guys, attack them, please. Okay, you can open the gate now. Okay, we lost one quarry and quite a few other things there. That's unfortunate. You guys, you're going to come over here and help as well. In fact, you guys can go on the tower. These crossbowmen can do the same. I'm not sure if the siege engineers will actually get involved in this particular fight. You guys can come over here as well. Buy us some time, please. This is the first... Yeah, see, the archers can come up here and improve jobs, and this is why we have a tower here. But at the moment, there's not much we can do. These spearmen will die, for sure. Look, guys, go up and... Okay, open the gate and go up on the tower. Stop being silly. Up on the gatehouse, please. They're going to destroy all our crossbowmen. The same. Just get up here. They're going to destroy all our quarries for sure. Open the gate. Get the crossbowmen up. We can repair our stone. That's fine. But we've got to deal with these archers for sure. We've got plenty of wood, so we can definitely repair our. We can definitely repair our quarry situation when the time is right. You guys on aggressive stance, please. They're gonna kind of wreck our economy slightly, for sure. Popularity, how are we doing? Food, we're just about managing. Okay, crossbowmen, you're coming down here to deal with the archers. And these archers here can deal with the macemen, even though they don't really seem to be firing for reasons best known to themselves. The crossbowmen can deal with these chaps over here. Okay, let's give this a go. We'll lose a couple of crossbowmen here probably, but we've got to deal with these archers before they destroy our entire economy. And we can. Oh, yeah, we've had a lot of deaths to woodcutters, which means we're not going to have any soldier replenishment for a little while. Which is unfortunate, but we're just going to have to deal with that. Right, you guys keep moving.
Inaccessible, sir. Inaccessible, sir.
Inaccessible, sir. And we're also not getting any apples because the archers are killing everyone, which is again helpful. But these crossbowmen here should be able to deal with these remaining archers. And then we need to get our stone production up and running again pretty soon.
Good as dead.
Right, you're going to deal with him.
Forward!
Can you reach here?
I don't have a shot.
Not quite.
I don't have a shot.
Okay, you can't quite shoot there for the time being. These archers, maybe shoot this chap. I don't know why you'll decide to not attack of your own accord, but hey ho. Okay, repair the gatehouse and kill this mason, please. Repair the gatehouse.
My boy is yours.
Everyone else is okay.
A small group of the
Everyone else is
snake
leaving good.
soldiers are heading to the castle.
You can open the gates.
Lord?
Let's get the quarries up and running ASAP. We've lost all our ox tethers, annoyingly. That's fine. We do need some stone back as soon as possible, and also we need some more wood because our woodcutters are stuck inside, and that's problematic, to say the least. Right, crossbowmen, come back over here, as I don't think we're due another attack from the north for a little while. But all the available peasants are going to go on the quarries for the time being. But we're going to be stuck on wood for a while now, as all our woodcutters were killed in that last engagement, which is not ideal, although we do have a decent amount of weapons ready to go as soon as we have peasants ready to go. So we'll get a couple more crossbowmen.
The
Snake's troops are attacking, but it should just be the smaller group down here. That's not a huge issue. With the crossbowmen here as well, I don't foresee that being a huge problem. And our hunters will actually help us as well. They will actually get involved with range, which is quite useful. And although the snake's troops were going to go try to kill the dog, which I think is very sad. But the hunters would actually do some good work. I've seen tactics online where people just, instead of building kind of archeries or fletchers to make archers, you just build like 300 hunters camps and they just fight for you instead. So we may do that towards the end, actually, if we don't have any more weapons or anything like that. We'll just have to see. For now, though, we need to watch our popularity. So let's end the taxes, just so the popularity slowly returns. With this amount of crossbowmen here, we should be okay. We will lose the cattle, as before. The cattle will respawn. We just need to ensure that these guys don't take out too much of the gatehouse. But this isn't too bad of an engagement, to be honest. Castle's held firm, excellent. Do need some more stone though, and we need some more wood. Food, I think we're now, well, we're stabilised. I wouldn't say we're excellent, but we're stabilised enough. But
villagers have seen a band of the snake's troops heading this way.
That's going to be the larger attack over here. So I'm going to get my crossbowmen moving over that way because they're going to need to. But we desperately need some stone now to build some stairs. That's actually more imperative than anything else. Without the stone, we're in some real trouble. The wood is unfortunate, but the stone is going to be really problematic. Let's get some more crossbowmen over here. I'm just going to move where they're based, because the crossbowmen are going to need to focus on this flank here. We will get some more crossbowmen down over here eventually, but crossbowmen are going to need to look after the eastern flank. Sorry, the western flank, I should say. You guys can come down here. We just need you chaps to get some stone down, please, as soon as you can.
The
Snake's troops are attacking. Again, it's going to be from the north. And without the cattle, without the stone here, it's going to be problematic. There's no other places that can destroy the stone without creating a huge gap in the wall. But you know what? I'm actually going to do it. I think it's worth it. So you guys, I'm sorry, we need this back. I need to be able to get these guys up. Can you get up here now? Not quite. Okay, we need a bit more. We need a bit more space. We'll get this. We'll get that wall back up later. But we need to get this. We need to get this wall started for sure. We need to get this tower up. I mean, sorry. Get all the crossbowmen up there, and they will hold this. They will hold the north here with this tower now. With the range and height, they'll be okay. And we will, once we get some more stone, we'll get everything repaired. That's not a problem.
can count on us.
We'll get some more troops up and running. But these macemen are not going to prove troublesome now. With these crossbowmen here, this should not be a problem. So even though we've created a massive gaping hole in our wall, it will be for the greater good. We'll put the archer assembly point here. And I think, yeah, everyone else that's okay. We survived that attack without issue. How are we doing in terms of wood cutting? Okay, we're doing okay now. Let's get another quarry down. Let's try repair our stone industry, which is taking a bit of a beating, it must be said. But we should be okay. We're doing okay, we're managing. The food is now starting to get there. We can always go to half rations if needed, although not at the moment. I just wish we had a market. If we had a market, things would be so much nicer. I'm going to move the crossbowman rally point up to the top, so I don't always have to keep moving them into the tower. They'll do so of their own accord, which is of course wonderful. His lordship needs to stay back over here.
Are heading to the castle.
In fact, any additional crossbowmen can come over here for now. That's fine.
We await orders.
Just so we have some additional major firepower over this side, because archers not good. They're fine against the spearmen and the other archers, but against macemen and especially the pikemen, they will struggle. So that's going to be problematic. But we just need some more stone. But we do have some ox tethers going in now, so we can repair this wall, which is important because otherwise it's going to have some issues. I can't remember exactly how we had it. I think it's probably something like this. There we go, a little bit disjointed, but at least it's now full again, and the deer can run through the gatehouse. There's no point trying to block them in, really. We will crenellate some of these walls, and I'd like to get some more crossbowmen down over this way if possible, and another archer as well. I'm hoping these woodcutters can make it in time. And we will keep working on our food production and stuff as well. Okay, the woodcutters have made it in, good. But I want to project my stone industry, because first of all we need stone, second of all it's very costly to replace. We only have so much wood. Only so much wood to work with.
Weapons needed, sire.
Weapons needed, that's fine. You guys should all be on aggressive stance, thank you. This kind of archer and spearman first round should be a problem. It doesn't take long for the cows to be replaced, so that's not the huge issue. The issue is really these pikemen. These pikemen it takes a lot for these archers to kill the pikemen. They'll manage, but it will take them a considerable amount of time for sure. This is why we want some additional crossbowmen over this way as well. The lumberjacks will also get involved, which is useful. But of course the lumberjacks can't do anything when the gate's closed.
We have survived the enemy's onslaught.
Survived the enemy onslaught, but a couple of our lumberjacks will go down in the process, unfortunately. We'll repair the tower, but thankfully none of our quarries went down, and that is important. We'll leave the remaining wood. Although actually we've got some more wood coming in, so I'm going to get another ox tether down. With the additional ox tethers down, we should hopefully be able to increase our stone supply. Mostly just act as repairs, and we can build extra towers and stuff, because I have no idea how tough the final battle is going to be. Like I said, I played the first few minutes of this mission, so I kind of understand what I'm doing, and understand that there's no market, but beyond that it's going to be interesting. I'm actually going to get myself a second iron mine down, because they take a very long time to actually build up the surplus, but we will probably want some macemen down eventually. So that's important. So we will want some macemen down eventually, so we are going to get a second iron mine down, because despite the fact it's a very slow process, they will produce at least some macemen for us, or some iron for us I should say. We will also get down a third tanner's workshop, for the very same reason that the macemen take leather armour, and so we need that food supply I'm happy with, that we're kind of managing as best possible, and eventually we will get a pole turner's workshop down, and that will look after
Treasury is empty.
and the spearman will pretty much look after his lordship. As
You can count
I say, he's
us.
on a guard. It's not really on a guard, but
We're leaving now.
kind of as his protection for the most part. How are we doing for wood? No more wood at the moment, so we can't produce any more bows or crossbows. But that's okay. We're getting more stone in, which is useful, so we can carry on our crenellations, which is nice. So we'll get this all crenellated in a little bit of a roundabout fashion because of how the Stronghold walling system works, and it's on a diagonal. That's fine. And then over here we can just do this normally.
Me lord, we are on our way.
Okay, they can make it across the wall. That's just what I wanted to check
Now.
with the weird crenellations. We will get some more towers down here. I presume any final force will come from the north, not the south, but we don't know that, so we'll just have to see. We'll get some more crossbowmen down and some more archers down. We've got a nice amount of wood now, so I'm actually going to get another 2 Fletcher's workshops down. Again, probably not the smartest idea given our lack of wood, but it's going to be useful. They're going to be attacking from the north again. Our crossbowmen should be able to handle that with relative ease. Might take a few losses to our economy, which as well. It's really the siege. I don't mind the infantry and the archers, it's the siege engineers that I worry about creating the catapults. And they will get involved, although the macemen do tend to come first. How are we doing for stone? 8, so not quite enough for another tower just yet, but in future we can get another tower down, and we'll do so. Probably on this northern side, just so we have more troops ready to attack these guys coming in, because this is where the kind of major engagements happen. But our crossbowmen should do pretty well here. Crossbowmen are so much more powerful than archers. But it's useful to have at least one archer, Fletcher, just so you don't have to rely on the leather armour production as much.
The apocalypse is upon
I do
us.
like that the lumberjacks and the hunters actually get involved. It's pretty snazzy.
The
Snake troops are attacking. That'll be down the other side. As well as these macemen here, this could prove a little problematic. Just get some more troops as best we can. You're going to run out here as bait. Okay, you're dealt with. Those guys down there shouldn't be a huge problem. And the few remaining archers up here shouldn't be a problem either. They'll leave in due course. I'm actually more concerned about the guys down here. Again, I don't mind if the oxen go down. Obviously, it's not very nice. But I'm more concerned if the actual quarry systems go down, because they're much more vital to our survival than anything else. This archer here is going to have to act as a little bit of a bait. That's okay. How are we doing for iron? We're up to 7. We don't need a blacksmith's workshop just yet. But I'll get a single pole turner's workshop down. Purely just to get us some form of melee troops.
This building has no labour, sire.
Of course, we could go for pikemen. But not in this particular engagement. So we're going to stick with spears, because we can only go for archers, spearmen, macemen, or crossbowmen. But this guy will use a lot of wood very quickly. He says there is no wood, even though there is.
Our treasury is empty.
He's actually going to use a lot of our wood, but I don't mind having some melee troops. It is important to some extent. How are we doing for food? Food at 8 months. If we get some more wood soon. We'll work on maybe another couple of dairy farms, but for the time being I think it's probably okay. What we will do, we'll get another hovel down somewhere, wherever we can find the space for it. There was a space there, wonderful. Just so we have a bit more surplus of people to make some troops.
Recruits needed, sire.
And here come now that the fight is over, all our woodcutters come out again. This is a problem, we run out of wood very quickly. How are we doing for stone though? 24. I think we can get ourselves another turret down. We could go for a big square tower, but that's a lot of stone. Actually, we've got 2 stone oxen coming in, so we'll hold out for a proper square tower because that's pretty big. I'm not sure if we can get siege engineers in this. No, we can't. So we can't make any mangonels to fight back with, unfortunately. But hey ho. Look at this, just an army of woodcutters. Hi ho, it's off to work we go. So, more crossbowmen coming in here. We probably want to give them some actual defences. I'm intrigued actually, can we build, just out of curiosity, can we build a tower up here? We can't, that's unfortunate. We can build some smaller towers down here though, so that may not be a bad option in future. But now that once we have some more stone, I want to focus on this other side, because this, I think, is the more imperative side to kind of keep safe. We just need a little bit. Okay, we've got enough stone. Let's get another tower down. Just need to make sure it goes at the right spot. That should do it. Let's just test it. Okay, these archers should be able to make it up from here, which is good. So, you archers are actually going to move up to here, and any new crossbowmen are going to come here to this spot. So you guys are going to hold here, and the archers can hold this square tower. So any additional archers can go up here. There we go, that should work pretty well. I'm happy with that. We will get a maceman or a blacksmith down eventually, but we just need to wait for some more wood to come in. And see all the woodcutters coming back at the same time, which I always find amusing. The nice thing about these archers is they are pretty quick, so we can always adjust where we want to keep them, kind of depending on how dangerous everything gets. I'm also just going to probably get down some additional stairs, just so people can get up quickly onto the walls should they require to do so, so they don't have to go via the tower, which I think is important.
A small group of the snake soldiers are heading to the castle.
Small group of snake soldiers, that means they'll be coming from the south, not a problem. Let us just put the taxes back down so that we get our popularity back. And the problem is now, as soon as we get any wood, all the Fletchers and bolt owners swarm there, trying to get the stock they need, which is fair enough. You know, we want to make sure we have enough weapons, so it's really not a problem. But I do find it amusing nonetheless. Nevertheless, even I think it's probably the correct word. I wish we had the proper stone keep, but unfortunately not, because then the lord actually stays up the top and he's a bit safer there. But unfortunately, not for the time being. Okay, we're going to get another 1 or 2 farms if we can. We just need this hunter to shoot the deer and move out the way, if he would. There we go. But we're kind of running out of space for more farms now, unless we build them much closer to the very front. We can put another one there. That's probably enough, as there's not a huge amount of time left, as long as we don't have any issues with like mad cow disease, or whatever it was called back in the 9th century, or whenever this was based, probably a little bit later, 12th century, 10th century, 11th century, or thereabouts.
You can count on us.
We'll get some more troops down. And we will now get we'll get a blacksmith's workshop down when we have essentially when we have the wood to do so. That's a bit of a larger force now coming from that side. That's mildly troublesome. That's including actual siege, which we don't want to deal with. Focus on the siege, please. Focus on that siege with extreme prejudice. The siege is dangerous. Siege is very dangerous. Take it out, please. You nearly had a shot. You had a shot for a second. Okay, we need to repair these walls one way or another.
Shoulder! Hogs! Ready, sir! I don't have a shot!
Take out that siege weapon. There we go. If we lose the Croix now, so be it, even though I'd of course rather not. But that tells me that we need another tower over this side now to deal with the extra range that those catapults now provide. Now they're starting to come over from this side. That's important. Right, as soon as we can, we'll repair these walls. There we go. And repair the crenellations as well. And repair the actual gatehouse itself. And we definitely want to get some more troops down here. Right, towers. We can get a perimeter tower down. We can put one down there. We wanted to give it some stairs though, so people can actually get to work, so to speak. Enemy vanquished, but at a cost, for sure. There we go. Any additional archers now are going to come up to this. No, any crossbowmen are now going to come up to this tower here. And any archers can also do the same, actually. See how many we can fit in there. In fact, we'll probably move these as many crossbowmen as we can up here, and these guys can come up here, as well as the archers as well. Don't know where that archer's going. You can come back inside. But this should be a little higher up for people to be able to shoot from. No more wood for the time being, but that should arrive in due course. So that's okay. Okay, so His Lordship, you can head back to the keep. You're not going outside the walls, thank you very much. Get as many crossbowmen as we can up into this perimeter turret, albeit it's not a huge amount of space in it. But it'll give you some more range to work with, because it's going to be higher up in this gatehouse here. Although not everyone's going to be able to fit inside, so hey ho. These guys can come back over to this other place here.
You can count on us.
Get a few more spearmen down. Food stocks are dwindling, but with not much time left, that's not a huge concern, I would say.
Off we go.
I'm still not entirely sure where the main force will be coming from. Once we get the wood down, I will get myself the blacksmith's workshop down. So we can just get the iron that we do have 9 down for some maces. It'll still be better than not having one, to be honest. Although actually I will save the wood that we have at the moment for the woodcutters until these woodcutters turn up here with their wood. I don't know why they've gone such a roundabout route. That's okay. And then we'll get the blacksmith's workshop down. He can just go somewhere behind here, that's not a problem. He doesn't need to be particularly quick because there's only 11 iron. So it's, it's not that much in the grand scheme of things. I don't think we don't need another tanner's workshop. 3 is plenty. We now just need to produce as many weapons as we can before the end, and I will do the trick of just getting a whole bunch of hunters, huts down, because they do provide some ranged fire against any troops coming in, and that will be important. I'd like to also try and get another tower down here in the middle. So let's see if we can do that. We need a lot more stone yet, however. Unfortunately, nearly all of our ox tethers have been destroyed. So we'll put down a few more. Because I want to get another major tower, maybe even 2 down before the final engagement if I can. And maybe another tower up here as well. Oh, hang on, I'm intrigued. Can we get a tower down over here? Can I get a perimeter turret over this way? Oh, come on, there must be space somewhere. That's unfortunate. We can maybe get one there, or another one over here. We'll have to see. It's a shame we can't get one over there, because that would be an ideal spot for it, really. But we are going to probably need to reinforce. So when I get another tower down here, it's just not as big though, is it? We need another 15 stone to get this big tower down. But we will save up. We'll get 2 more ox tethers down. And we'll save up for the big tower. It'll be worth it. I'm not sure we're going to be able to get 2 towers down in the time we have left, but we can certainly give it a go. Okay, let's get some more crossbowmen down and some more archers down when we can. You can go back on the wall. His lordship is returning to the castle. Please do not go outside the wall, sir, because if you die, this whole thing is finished. And we certainly don't want that to happen. Definitely don't want that to happen, in fact.
Scouts report a large force of the snake's men are marching towards us.
As suspected, a large force is on its way. It's going to take a little while for these ox tethers to catch up. But I want to invest in a large tower if I can. I suppose I could invest in 2 smaller ones. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. But one ox tether is now on the move. And I think they provide between 6 to 8 stone from memory. With 2 ox tethers coming in, I'm happy to wait. I'm just not sure which end the large force will be arriving from. We might need to adjust how things go depending on that. We'll have to see. Let's get some more crossbow down, more archers down. Snake troops attacking. They're going to be attacking from the north. How's the size of force up here? Honestly, not too bad, because the only thing that's of major concern is the engineers. Everything else we should manage on. However, what I will do, archers are coming down. Crossbowmen, you're going to come up here. And archers will come here. And these crossbowmen will go up there to support that side.
You can count on us.
I think that's the better option. Crossbowmen come up here as well. Again, it's only the siege engineers that are really concerning me. Everything else is not a huge problem. The crossbowmen will be more than capable of dealing with them. You know, we'll take a few losses, of course, but with the range, the height of the tower, I don't foresee there being too many issues. Speaking of towers, how close are we to getting another tower down? I don't know where you guys are going. You guys go back inside the walls, please. We can get another tower down. Where do we want it? Let's put a tower down here. And that can be for any new troops of both archers and crossbowmen. You guys can be built there. So archers and crossbowmen go here, please. There we go. Some archers coming in, but the siege engineers thankfully have not decided to get involved in this engagement. It's a large force from the snake, but nothing that we couldn't handle, I would say. Can you guys really not reach? There we go. You should be able to reach up there. I know they're on a hill, but still. We'll let them keep we'll let them keep firing. That's not a problem. Castle's held firm. Excellent. We might even be able to get another tower down, even though I'm not sure there's going to be space. We will get another Tanner's workshop down, just to ensure we have enough leather armor for the final fight.
Our treasury is empty.
Treasury is emptying, so we're going to start taxing people again, because we're going to need the money.
Our treasury is emptying.
Right. Of course, we can get some macemen down as well, which we'll do. Yes, boss. I love the voice acting in this game. Hopefully it's not going to be too much of a final engagement. We're doing okay.
Always ready.
We're doing okay. We're not doing perfectly just yet, however. Food we're doing okay on, that's not a problem. We can even go down. We can go to extra rations, so we can tax people a little bit more. Although money we can only really use for so many things. And eventually any spare wood I will just put down as some hunters posts, just to give us a little bit of extra archery. Even though they're not that strong, but you know, every little helps. For sure.
Food stocks are dwindling, my liege.
33 stone, we're not far off getting another tower. But we might be better off actually building a second layer of defences. So let's do that instead. So if they break through the first layer, there's another layer for them to go through. I'm just going to make sure that there's no silly gaps that they can break through, and then we'll get down another gatehouse. It only needs to be a small one. It's going to have to go down here because that's the only space that one can be built, weirdly. Yeah, so people can still get through in the corner, so we're going to have to fix that. Because otherwise it kind of negates the purpose of the wall. So let's ensure that people cannot get through that way. I think that's now secure. Yeah, so they'll go through the gatehouse here. It's not really meant to be having the archers on it, but it's more just meant to buy us time should things go wrong, which they undoubtedly could. Right, more crossbowmen, more archers please. Let's get another couple of hovels down as well, if we have wood, which we don't. It's unfortunate. Where's all our woodcutters? They're out. They're out cutting, I see. Alright. Just keep on getting more crossbowmen. Crossbowmen are imperative, I would say. It really just depends which side they attack from. They may well attack from both sides, in which case we could have problems. But we'll have to see. I'm sure things will be okay, he says, with a slight amount of apprehension and dread. Right, I think we've probably got enough money. So we'll put food and taxes back down to normal. As we've only got 4 months of food left. Not that I think we'll need it, because I think there's probably only about 4 months left of this fight. Let's just keep on getting what troops we possibly can. Get some more macemen, although we're running out of armour for them. In fact, the maceman, I need you to kind of look after his lord. So, any macemen, go there. Sir Longarm ships are on the way, excellent. And the spearmen go up here to protect his lordship as well. I don't know why those archers are outside, they can come back here. I'm guessing they've run out of space to go on that tower. So those archers can go here actually. Although the crossbowmen are going to stay up there. Let's get some speaking crossbowmen, we'll get a few more down. And a few more spearmen. Where is his lordship, by the way? I'm kind of lost where he is. Oh, there he is.
What'll it be?
No, head back to the keep, sir.
The scouts report a large force of the snake's men are marching towards us.
Okay, this will be possibly the final fight, we'll have to see. We've got a decent amount of crossbowmen everywhere. But the fact that they haven't attacked us in a while is concerning. It suggests that there's a very large force on the way. Which could of course be very troublesome indeed.
Tell us what you can count on us.
Melee troops stay out by his lord. We should be okay. I'm actually more concerned if they come from the top, to be honest. How much stone do we have to work with? Right, we're going to get as many more troops as we can. Any additional wood is going to go to Hunter's Posts.
Can't place that there, my lord. Can't place that there, my lord.
Because
Can't place that there,
these
my
will
lord.
act as
Not enough workers
these will act as very
The message from the snakes are
they'll act as very temporary archers.
That's your death drawing near.
Okay, they're coming from the top. That's okay. Some more Hunter's Posts, please. They will act as
Can't place that there, my lord.
very, very basic archers on our behalf.
Can't place that there, my lord.
So it's better than nothing.
Recruits needed.
Recruits
sire.
needed. I'll put everyone onto the hunting posts. Okay. That's a sizable force, but again, if they attack in waves, it shouldn't be too bad. There's plenty of mason, quite a few crossbowmen for sure. These crossbowmen here could usefully probably come over this side. They're not as needed on the other side at the moment. Get some more crossbowmen if we can.
Save us, my lord. The barbarians are approaching.
These hunters will act as very basic archers on our behalf. You know, they're not going to be perfect by any means. But they've got a bow and arrow and they will shoot at anyone who's, yeah. So they'll start shooting at anyone who's coming in. Which is pretty useful. Some crossbowmen coming in here.
Jump to it.
So we need to probably get these archers over here as a supporting troop, I suppose you could say. I think this is the final fight, however. And while we're taking a few knocks here and there, I'm not seeing anything that we can't manage, for the time being at least, which is good. Yeah, there'll be some issues, but the majority of the army is now gone, and the siege engineers won't attack if there's no other military units nearby.
Your popularity is rising.
Make sure everyone is on aggressive stance, please. Thank you.
Ready, sir.
You surely can reach them. They're going to hide by the rock, which is actually clever of them. But they'll keep on pushing forward, and then they'll struggle. But if this is the final force, then I think there's nothing much to worry about. There's certainly been some much tougher missions than this one, but actually the economy was the much harder section of this fight, I found. Purely just because there's not much you can do without a market. You're reliant on your stone and wood coming in at the right moment. Okay, so the most of them down there are dealt with. It's just going to be these few archers up the top.
We have survived the enemy's onslaught.
There we go. Now, is that the final fight, or is there still a final fight to turn up? Who knows? And do we need to go kill the siege engineers, or are they gonna disappear of their own accord? Because they're not military units per se. We'll send the archers out just in case. Oh, no, they're leaving anyway. That's fine. I think that's probably...
The ships are
There we
dropping
go.
anchor, sir. It looks like we're getting off this rotten island after all.
Way wonderful. Sounds like victory to me. There we go. Victory screen turns up.
We are victorious.
We are victorious. Only lost 18% troops. So a pretty good score overall, and we get the achievement Slipping Away for completing the second part of the new campaign. A timely departure.
We withdrew in good order, our men wading through the surf to board Sir Longarm's small flotilla. Weary but relieved, most would travel back to fight again in the war that was raging in our homeland. We, however, would take one ship westward to the shores of the Pigs' fiefdoms. From here, our quest to find and rescue the Jewel of the North would continue.
Well done, sire. You have finished the first half of the tale. Do watch out for further installments, my lord.
I will indeed watch out for further installments, my lord, because in, I think, 10 days' time, the DLC for Stronghold Definitive Edition comes out. This next 7 missions under the Reign of the Pig will come out. So that's going to be another 7 missions, another 7 episodes for us to play. So there'll be a brief hiatus while we wait for the new missions to come out, but I've really enjoyed this so far. So think of this not as the finale, but maybe a mid-season break. Then we'll have the Pig 7 missions and eventually the Wolf 7 missions when those are released in due course. But in the meantime, we have Civ 6 on the go with Ambiorix, the Ghoul, and we're finishing off Tin Hearts as well. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.